Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/MaliciousCompliance. In today's episode, you're not allowed to bring in any supplies from home. You'll honor the price. Don't like the amount offered? Then take nothing and like it. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. You're not allowed to bring in any supplies from home. In college, I worked as a research assistant in a lab at a well-respected Midwest university. The job entailed lots of reading and computer work to design studies testing out various treatment options within the lab. The head of the department was a tenured curmudgeon who micromanaged everything down to how many and what color pens were kept. No outside pens/paper/highlighters were permitted in the department. It was odd, but I needed the research experience to get into medical school, so I just bit my tongue, as it was only for a few months. Everything was fine until the last couple of weeks when I got a summer cold and carried a box of tissues around with me. The tissues were super soft and had lotion, so I obviously preferred them over the sandpaper El Cheapo department stock. Dr. Curmudgeon came through the department and did a double take. You're not allowed to bring in any outside supplies from home. Of this I have been very clear. We have tissues available, use the provided supplies, or fill out a department requisition form. Get rid of these. I had already finished my work for the summer and got accepted to another school, so I decided to teach Dr. Curmudgeon a little lesson. Now I wish I could say this resulted in him getting fired or otherwise punished, but he was safe and I was tired of his terror on me and the other staff. Most of them were Chinese and in the US on visas, so QMC. My second to last day, I got a hold of a departmental requisition form and ordered supplies, as directed. I spent $2,500 on the softest Toliet paper, lotion tissues, a little stock of candy bars, all new clipboards, sticky notes, the whole 9 yards. On my last day, while I was gathering my things, someone from OfficeMax came into the office to say the shipment had arrived and he needed help getting it upstairs. Shipment? Of what? Dr. Curmudgeon bellowed. Probably office supplies. I grinned and quietly slinked out to my car in the chaos of finding enough people to carry in $2,500 of unneeded stuff courtesy of Dr. Curmudgeon's grant account. 5 years later, I ran into another person that interned through Dr. Curmudgeon lab. I jokingly asked what kind of tissues they had and she, bemused, smiled and said these really expensive lotioned ones actually. Some intern ordered enough to last 10 years worth, and they have a whole stockroom of them. I just smiled. I think she figured it out, but I never asked to make sure. You'll honor the price. I have about 20 can lights in my house. They were all incandescent. About 5 years ago, Home Depot had a sale on Cree LED bulbs. Dumb luck, I was on their website at work and saw the deal. I figured it was time to get into the modern day and save some money on my electric bill. Okay, I'll swing by on my way home. I did not order them online, but the website said the store had them in stock. I printed out the sale price and SKU from the web. Went to the store and loaded up my cart. Went to check out. Rung up at the wrong price. I showed them the online advert. They said no dice. I said, but you match prices. This is a Home Depot store, this is from a Home Depot website. Manager said sorry, but the online store is different from the brick and mortar store, we don't match online prices. Okay, fine. So I put the light bulbs back on the shelf. Go to the contractor desk and hop on their computer. Go to the website, make an online purchase. Have the pro desk print out my receipt. I head out the car, hang out for about 30 minutes. Come back in to pick up my light bulbs. Manager comes over and I show them the receipt for the pickup of the bulbs. Manager, where's is the cart that you had them in? Me, I put them back on the shelf since you weren't going to sell them to me. So he gets someone to go get the bulbs off the shelf for me. Manager says, you know you could have just left them in the cart. I say, and you could have honored the price when I first got here. It's not much, but it made me happy. Don't like the amount offered? Then take nothing and like it. My wife, F31, and I am 33, like many other Americans, are beleaguered under the for-profit medical insurance industry. My wife gave birth to our precious first daughter in September of 2021, and we have been dealing with taking the little one to the doctor, already had an emergency room visit and whatnot when we received the bill for the L&D at the hospital from September. We were charged over $20,000 for a straightforward, regular delivery with an epidural. Even though I do not like our insurance, it covered a huge chunk of the amount due. That being said, there was still over $2,000 left. Well, with my wife being a teacher and myself being a state government worker, our income isn't exactly low, but neither is it high either. $2,000 out of pocket would put us into major debt. The hospital was very patient at first with trying to get paid until recently. I had been in communication with the hospital trying to negotiate the cheapest amount possible to clear the account. The hospital still wanted close to half of the amount in order to close the account out. I countered with what we could legitimately offer and consigning myself to the addition of yet another auto debit coming out of our bank account because they weren't going to accept my offer, but then the account representative kept interrupting me during the phone call and was being outrageously rude. I understand that we have a debt, and I'm not trying to welch on it, but don't treat me like dirt because of this piss-poor system that was charging my wife over $50 for one frigging Advil amongst other insanity. The account representative continued being nasty during the call and derisively suggested maybe I should go to the financial assistance program, so I did. I called the customer service line for that said program, and in less than 10 minutes, I was getting confirmation of the entire amount being forgiven. Apparently, when you make less than 300%, my apologies. I previously had a multiplication sign when I meant percentage, the federal poverty rate, and you go to most non-profit hospitals, they will forgive the amount. The arrogant account representative tried to shame me into paying an outrageous price for services rendered and didn't want to accept my offer of paying some of the bill, so now they get absolutely nothing. Don't accept the medical bills that you receive. Fight tooth and nail to get it down, and if you're lucky like my wife and I, you just may get it all cleared away. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.